A time for change. A desire to move from where we are to where we should be. The birth of a better way. Need gives way to solution. In healthcare, this need has grown too obvious to ignore. A quagmire of managed care and red tape. Time with a doctor can be fleeting. Choices many, answers few.
I was embroiled in the medical bureaucracy when I entered a hospital. I was a nobody, and it doesn't matter who you are, how successful you are, what kind of access you have. You are a nobody in that bureaucracy unless you know how to make things happen.
Knowing how to make things happen. Simply put, that is the essence of this powerful instrument of change. A medical revolution called PinnacleCare. Whether it's access to the top physicians in their field, in-depth research on your health needs, or a personal advocate to walk you through the maze of medical care, PinnacleCare is there. This is a company formed by people who've seen the problems firsthand. John Hutchins' vision was born in the hospital industry, where he established VIP international programs for some of the top hospitals in the country.
All these hospitals wanted us to promote them as the beginning and end for a solution for someone that's ill. And never did we really represent the best interests of the patient. So I thought it would be an ideal concept to put together the best of the best and really care about a person and their family rather than the institution.
The best place to get treated for your heart disease is probably in Cleveland, Ohio. And the best place to get treated for your cancer might be in Houston, Texas, or New York City. And on top of that, the two top-rated hospitals in the country are in Baltimore, Maryland, and Rochester, Minnesota. So if your contacts can cover all those bases, you probably don't need us.
In a number of instances, we've made a definite impact on someone's life. Some of them are small, some of them are big ways. We've actually directed people whose diagnoses have changed. We've directed people who've been through the system and haven't found what they've needed. And suddenly they find what they need, they're satisfied, they're happy, they love it, and it changes their life. And that impact, even for one person, if we affect one person that way, that feeling of satisfaction that comes from doing that is something that keeps all of us in the business.
This opportunity to make a difference is built on finding the best care in the world for our members. Our access to experts in every field of medicine begins with our Medical Advisory Board, which reads like a who's who of leading physicians from around the country. This allows us flexibility in finding the right doctor for you without being tied to one medical institution or area. We will not leave any stone unturned until we find answers to your questions, from researching conventional treatment to integrative medicine. Our only bias is finding the best for our members.
They have a committee of physicians that basically say, gee, you know, if you need a cardiac ablation for atrial fibrillation, who are the three best guys in the country doing that? And so they have a couple of cardiologists on the panel, and they say, you know, we think these are the guys. It really is a cut above. You're getting an expert opinion as to where to go.
While providing access to the best physicians in the country is an incredible benefit, it's only part of the PinnacleCare story. The advocate is the backbone of the program. It's not just about medicine. It's about caring for your family.
Well, I think first and foremost, they're very passionate about what they do, and they're very dedicated to what they do. They are interested in helping people, and that's the sort of basic criteria. Without that basis, they're not going to work for PinnacleCare.
All PinnacleCare advocates have extensive backgrounds in the medical field. Some as nurses, social workers, or even international medical interpreters for foreign VIPs. Under the guidance of our team of medical directors, they provide the latest research, help you ask the right questions, and provide doctors with medical information that will streamline the diagnosis process.
The patient advocate is just very businesslike. Comes through, talks with me before we go in about, any questions I've got. What do I want to put forth? It gets a sense from me, I guess, what I'm comfortable in asking the doctor and what I'd like to know, but I may not be comfortable asking the doctor. And then they'll sit there with me and the doctor, go through a series of questions about the way they approach it, and I can see a change in the doctor. And maybe we're all like this, and that is, when questioned and really dealing with somebody who knows your industry better and who knows a procedure and knows the different options, you really explain it harder, you respect them more as a customer. And I'm just a customer of the doctor, so the patient advocate plays almost a representative role.
I saw a physician because of a medical concern. Pinnacle had provided for me a complete medical history going back to my childhood, and I presented that to this physician, who told me that he'd never seen anything like this in his life and could provide me with a level of support and solutions to my problem that would have been unthinkable otherwise because of how he understood me and my medical needs. To me, that's priceless.
Priceless attention to detail is no longer the exception. With PinnacleCare, it is the rule.
If you think of the idea of using a consultant to feel good about your decisions, do it in business all the time. And the fact that I had never done it in medicine, in retrospect, almost strikes me as odd. I want somebody else to help review that and act as the clearinghouse and act as the expert.
And while PinnacleCare is invaluable when you need medical attention, your advocate's dedication to your wellness and prevention of disease is one of the most important ingredients in the program. From nutritional health and exercise to extensive screening through executive physicals, your well-being is well maintained.
My daughters, both of them, who are 25 and 27, and when you're 25 and you're 27, you're going to live forever. So they said, "Dad, this is stupid. Why are we even getting this thing?" And I said, "I think because you'll learn about your health and my health and your mom's health and how these things can, work together and that sort of thing." And so the older daughter, through a normal physical, she learned that she had a thyroid issue that could impact her ability to become pregnant. She called me up, she says, I can't even believe how great this is that I learned this. I may have gone through some miscarriages and things, and now, I've learned something about what I have. So everybody that I've kind of shuttled into this had a little bit of skepticism on the basis of, gee, what is this? And it's like you say, we got insurance, but you don't have health care.
And while the PinnacleCare advocate is dedicated to your health, you still make the decisions on what is best for you and your family. You don't lose control of your health care, you gain control by being better informed, better prepared, and always in touch.
When you join the program, when you become a member, one of the first things that they do is they gather all of your historical medical information, and they do an assessment of that information. And if there's anything at all in either your personal history or your family history that would give indication of need for further examination, they're going to get you scheduled for that examination. And one of the things that they're very good at is they are absolutely relentless.
Your PinnacleCare advocate is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Because it's not just a partnership, it's a relationship.
Where do you turn at 9 o'clock or after 9 o'clock at night to get an answer and reach a doctor?
It's not just about your health. It's not a clinical setting, and we don't practice medicine. We're advocates, and to build that relationship, you can't just focus on your health. You talk about everything.
It just helps because I know that I could call her and say, hey, I'm having a really down day. And she would just help you through it. She wouldn't be judgmental. And I think for me that's important.
The common thread is that we all love to help people. That's the bottom line. Everybody enjoys and gets satisfaction and excitement from the opportunity to help people do something better.
They're really dedicated for your health. I could take you upstairs and show you emails I get from Nuran and Denise. They've not only become my advocates, they've become my friends. And they worry about my health as much as my wife does. And that's given me a great deal of confidence in life, and I just don't worry about a thing.
We are on a mission whose time has come. A mission to put the care back in healthcare. A mission called PinnacleCare.